Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I am joined by none other than John from High Speed Gear. Why is an optics company talking to you about gear? Well, if you are someone that we've identified as people may be interested in buying our optics, and you should be, then you are someone who cares about yourself, investing in quality gear, training, optics, and that means we are bringing you information from subject matter experts on some of the best equipment out there. And that's why we're talking to High Speed Gear. So you guys have been in the game for a very long time and make some awesome gear, and you've got a lot of very awesome end users. So just start by, man, telling us a little bit about yourself, your background, and what the company does.
So yeah, I spent 8 years in the Marine Corps as an armorer, and then as soon as I got out, I got hired with High Speed Gear and started working with the get into the industry and selling tactical equipment. High Speed Gear has been around roughly about 25 years now, and we started out as a company that was making custom products for Marines on Camp Lejeune. And we still are true to that nature. Our NVG pouch is the same thing. Marines come in, they need a product made, and we make it for them. All of our products are Berry compliant, and we sell to law enforcement, military, as well as just those enthusiasts who want to go out on the weekend and practice with their gear.
John, if you will, go over Berry compliance for the people and why the crayon pouch is probably the best product you guys make.
Gotcha. So Berry compliant, for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it means that our products are made 100% in the United States. That's very important for law enforcement as well as military. Can't be having outside sources coming in, so that's where we step in, and we make high quality products all right here in America.
Yep. And just in case you're wondering, you guys do actually have like a crayon insert, don't you, for the...
No.
But they should.
It would be cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah, it would be handy.
Coming soon, maybe. Let's clear the table and start talking about each one of these individual belt setups, because we did design these around sort of a niche or loose job use case. All right, man, so we've got the sort of basic military assaulter kit here. So you want to run us through this?
Yeah, no problem. So the base is going to be our Gen 2 operator belt. Again, with the Gen 2 operator belt, we got the snakebite buckle on there. It's a little bit more adjustable for guys who maybe like in the summertime, they're not wearing as many layers, and come wintertime, they got to toss that coat on. You can adjust this over your coat, especially when you use a micro grip panel. Mm-hmm. We got a holster on here, and then moving back, and this is your most common setup that we're seeing from our military guys. So they're running frag pouches. Here we got our frag taco, and then our flashbang taco as well. Open that up, we got our flashbang, and then a tourniquet taco, and the reflex IFAK. So the reflex IFAK located on the back so that we can locate it and deploy it with both hands. Our magnetic dump pouch, as well as a single rifle taco and our X2RP.
And there we go. So kind of everything you need, nothing you don't, and anything else you're going to put either on your carrier or in a sustainment pack.
Correct, yeah. Well, exactly like what we were saying earlier. It's if for whatever reason you don't have your chest rig, your plate carrier, this should allow you to carry out whatever mission set that you are supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. So administering first aid, fighting, and just keeping on going on what you need to be doing.
Yep. All right, so moving on, we've got more of a heavy fighting rifle slash maybe some sort of a DMR or like a sniper support kind of setup, something like that, where again, guys, this is sort of general setups and to give you an idea of all the different capabilities. So what we got going on here?
All right, so for the base, we got our Gen 2 operator belt, our holster, and then our bleeder blowout pouch, which is just a small IFAK. Tourniquet taco right there, so it's easy to access. And moving on to the back, we have our NVG pouch. This NVG pouch can be used for any smaller optic, pretty much. So your thermals, anything that you'd like to put into that pouch, you can go ahead and do it. Moving down, we got our Gen 2 pistol pouches. And once again, these pouches are universal. So it's gonna fit these larger caliber rifle magazines. You just gotta loosen up the bungees. And then our pistol taco.
And you said something that I want to touch on for everyone watching is you said it's a universal pouch. So we got that taco with a SCAR mag, but you can throw that in there too, right?
Yeah. So it fits your SCAR mags, your AR mags, as well as your AK mags. Pretty much anything that you want to stick in there is going to fit. And since it's bungee retention, if you want to, all you got to do is loosen up the bungees, just like you would tie up your shoe. And the cool thing about wearing them on your belt too is you can just pull the pouch down and pull it out. So with it being bungee retention, you don't necessarily have to just do a re-index or pulling out the mag from the top. You can really crank on it and get it out of your way.
You know, with you mentioning tying your shoes, I'm surprised the Marine Corps did that since we all had Velcro shoes. Huh. Oh, cool. Good for them. They're getting smarter.
No,
look at
not
them.
really.
Look at now. No.
So with our NVG pouch, we had a gunner from Camp Lejeune come to us needing further support on methods for carrying PVS 31s. At the moment, they didn't really have any options. The NSN that was utilized for so long was no longer available. So Marines were just out rocking their PVS 31s in whatever pouch they can. And so we designed the NVG pouch. It's just a hard plastic pouch that retains its shape so you can go ahead and keep your nods safe.
Yeah, because expensive optics.
Yes.
Don't break them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this will work, like you said, it's not just for nods. Like don't think that, like we said before, it's anything that will fit in there, it will keep and protect. Because yeah, especially if you're spending your own money, don't break your stuff. Come on now. What are you doing? All right, so next we have sort of our competition setup, and this is actually Jesse, who is normally behind the camera. He's competing for his first time in the tactical game, so he set this belt up for that. So I'm gonna pass it off to him through the magic of editing, and he's gonna talk you through this belt.
Hey guys, my name's Jesse, and I'm gonna be going over my competition setup. I will be competing in the tactical games this year, my first competition ever, and this is the setup that I'm gonna be running during that competition as well. So for the tactical games, I have to have 5 mags of both pistol and rifle. I'm currently gonna have 3 on my placard, so you can see 2 here, and I have 2 double pouches and a single one. Now, why did I set it up this way? Honestly, because ergonomics. I have my 2 doubles over here to kind of save space, so I'm not taking multiple links out of my MOLLE for my single pouches. And I have a double rifle to also save space, so it's not keeping all of my stuff on the back there. Running the HSG dump pouch, and I have another pistol pouch right behind my pistol, again, so I'm not having to reach all the way back there and basically chicken wing and tear my rotator cuff trying to get that magazine out. I am right-handed, so I only have one on the side, so if I have to, just switch over the pistol to my left hand and then pull out that mag pouch. Now, I am running the HSGI Gen 2 operator belt. I have the regular inner belt, and I'm also gonna be running their padded belt, just in case, for some reason, I'm gonna be wearing some kind of like athletic shorts or something, maybe something that doesn't have belt loops, and it'll allow me to run the belt the way I wanna run it. For the pouches, I have a single Gen 2 pistol pouch, and then I have 2 of the Gen 2 tacos as well, and then I have the double Gen 2 rifle pouch. So for the tactical games, I'm gonna be running a 15-pound carrier for men, so I'm already gonna be heavy and weighed down, not alone with just the carrier, but rifle and pistol mags as well. So I'm trying to minimize as much weight as possible. That's why I went with the Gen 2 belt. It has the laser cut MOLLE on it, and the inner belt of the actual belt is more of that thermal plastic and a little bit of nylon, so it's already lightweight, and the pouches are lightweight as well. Overall, this is a fairly minimal and lightweight setup. Not running medical because I'm not gonna be needing to. Hopefully somebody there has medical if something were to happen, but not running medical allows me to free up some space. And I also just don't want a bunch of stuff on my back, not only from having to reach back there, but also in any kind of obstacles or something. I don't want to get hung up back there, and I can't see what's back there to get myself out of sticky situations. So that is my tactical game setup. Not sure if you can run this exact setup for other competitions, PRS and stuff like that, but for the tactical games, this is what I'm going to be running. So now, back to Chase.
Thanks, Jesse. Wow. Isn't editing cool?
Yeah.
All right, so that is the overview on the competition setup. Now we're gonna move on to something completely different. So this is your personal setup, so I'm going to shut up and let you explain this and just quietly judge you from over here.
Gotcha. So for my belt option, I chose the Gen 2 operator belt with a micro grip panel. It's a neoprene panel that goes in the inside of the belt as our inner belt instead of a inner belt that would go through your belt loops. So I prefer this version because it lets me just grab the belt and toss it over whatever it is that I'm wearing without having to wear a proprietary inner belt. Mm-hmm. Right up front, we got a tourniquet that's attached to my belt with a bungee.
Yep.
It's just one of the old taco bungees that I strapped on there. It's glued to the nylon so that I have quick access to that tourniquet. I have a Glock 19 with my black point holster. It's one of our companies that we own with High Speed Gear.
Yep.
Moving back on my right-hand side, right behind my handgun, is going to be a smoke and a flash. So if that's not necessarily used just as for myself, but also if I need to give to somebody for whatever mission set that we're doing. But I carry the element of surprise with my flash and some means of concealing myself with a smoke. My first aid kit is going to be the Reflex IFAK that is right on the small of my back so I can deploy it from either side, and a dump pouch. The dump pouch mainly just stays stowed away, but it's there for me when I need it. Moving on, I got a single rifle taco, as well as 2 pistol tacos. I got those up front on my left-hand side, so they're easy to deploy and reload.
Right on, man. And so what are the main advantages and disadvantages for people who are looking at the micro grip? Because if you guys get on the website and look around, you're going to see, like we talked about before, a ton of different options. I know you said throwing it on, but if you got different mission sets or maybe different requirements, are you seeing like a difference in retention or maybe more specifically belt movement between the micro grip and an inner belt?
Not at all.
Okay.
So with the neoprene panel, that is the micro grip panel, it doesn't slip around on you at all. And since it's that neoprene, even once it gets wet, it wants to bind and it wants to grab onto your clothing. So I mean, we haven't noticed any much of a difference between the two. And these belt setups are forever evolving. They're always changing to what your mission set is. So if you are better off wearing that inner belt and it's something that you're going to be wearing all day, but once we get to talking about the law enforcement belt, that's something that they have no business taking that belt off, maybe if they're in a vehicle or something, but it's staying on their body for most of the day. For myself, I just wanted something that I can just grab and toss on real quick. But
something we should touch on is whether you're running the inner belt or the micro grip, it's not going to fit right unless you fit the belt properly.
Correct, yeah.
So please spend some time.
Yeah, that's a common problem that we hear is belt sizing issues. All of our belts are to exact measurement. So it's not your pant size. Pant sizes differ between manufacturing companies and stuff like that. So take a true measurement of yourself, and then that's going to be the size that you want to choose for your belt.
Yeah, that's definitely important. Awesome. Let's talk about that law enforcement belt. So obviously, a large portion of HSGI's market is the military, but law enforcement is another pretty big section as well.
Yeah.
And you guys make some pretty specific stuff for law enforcement, which we have here on the belt. So walk us through that.
Yeah. So this is a very common setup that we would expect to see from some law enforcement officers. A lot of departments around the country are only authorized to utilize high-speed gear. So that's why we cater to those departments who rely on our equipment to get the job done. So right up front, obviously the belt is a Gen 2 operator belt with our inner belt conjoined to it. So with mine, I was using the micro grip panel. This one goes into your belt loops. Right up front, we got our polymer handcuff taco. Handcuffs right up front, easy to get to.
I thought those were fuzzy. What happened to those?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
We'll just keep that on the down low.
Okay.
Then we got our holster right here. And then moving back, we got our OC spray taco. Of course, this one has a flashlight in it currently. That's the great thing about all the taco products is that you can put whatever you want to in it. And that OC spray taco is one that's heavily utilized by a lot of departments around the country. Moving back, we have our Gen 2 double handcuff taco. Lets you hold 2 sets of cuffs in the back. Those bigger boys that you gotta get down. And we got our Revive medical pouch. So this is just a small med pouch that a police officer can put onto his belt in the, I guess, lull in between waiting for EMS to show up on a bad situation.
Providing that like immediate aid.
Correct, yeah. So right here we got our Taser 10 holster. This one's set up for cross draw. And then moving back, we have our duty pistol tacos. So the thing about the duty tacos, the difference between that and our Gen 2 stuff is all duty products, the bungee is woven internally and the front are slick. So it looks a little better when you're in uniform, but also it provides these bungees way to be hidden so they're not getting snagged getting in and out of the car and stuff. Right here we have our extended pistol taco or our duty baton taco. So you can put your batons, your collapsible batons, your extended pistol magazines, as well as your larger flashlights in this taco.
And another thing, guys, just keeping in mind, separating lethal tools from less lethal or non-lethal tools is another critical thing. Very unfortunately, we've seen that in the past where officers will put these tools too close together and accidentally deploy the one they did not intend to. So again, separating that very deliberately is something that's often encouraged and now sometimes is even mandated. Where you're keeping, like you said, the baton and the taser on the complete opposite side of the body, so you can always differentiate in very high stress situations. What you're trying to do, because that's you really don't want to shoot somebody when you think you're going to tase them.
No,
That's a bad
that
day.
would not be good.
No. Like John said, the gear is so relied upon that some departments actually mandate it. So there's not a lot of companies out there that can say that. And so that's it speaks to the quality of what you guys are doing. And one of the reasons we wanted to work with you on this, because again, a lot of people around the world trust our optics to, to work when the moment chooses them, and your gear is absolutely the same way. It's just, it always works, and it provides a ton of flexibility to the end user, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're also one of the only companies who are offering LE blue as a color. So a lot of law enforcement agencies are still rocking old school blue, and I mean that's a cool thing. We still offer those colors for you guys. So
there you go. And finally, though it is not maybe the primary focus of HSG, let's talk about that chest rig.
okay.
You guys are known for a lot of your pouches and your belts, but you got some really other interesting products that sort of fit some very specific needs and offer some really interesting flexibility. So we're going to talk about the low-vis stuff, and then some of the shingles and what can be used as chest rigs. There's a ton of chest rigs out there. There's a lot of great options on the market, but I think you guys offer some pretty unique flexibility with the way you guys set this up. So you want to go through that?
Yeah. So this is my own personal chest rig. It's made out of stuff that I gathered while I was in the Marine Corps. So I got my flak patch up there, BDS admin pouch right here, the stuff you can pick up at the PX. But when I got out, I decided that I needed to go ahead and just rig it up. So I got a taco shingle strapped to this chest rig. It's a 3 shingle, the same one that I used during the Marine Corps, and then a single rifle taco. So I got 4 AR mags in the back. I got a flash up front. That's a Haley strategic pouch. Got a pistol taco right here. And then also down here, we have our multi-missions pouch. So in this one, I got my medical gear. Again, reiterating that medical gear should be accessible from the front or the back with both hands. This pouch can be utilized as a hanger, which is what I got it set up now, or it can be used as a fanny pack or mollied to your chest rig or to your plate carrier.
Mm-hmm. And then you've got the Velcro field here on the back, right? So if you want to swift clip this in,
you can.
Yeah, then just run on
so if you got a plate carrier that has a Velcro front to it, you can go ahead and just strap that on there as a molly panel. And you can keep on running this just exactly how it is, just attached to your plate carrier.
Cool. Awesome. And now let's talk about some of your other cool little nifty pouches.
Yeah.
All right, and wrapping up this menagerie of awesomeness, let's talk about some kind of niche pouches that are super duper cool. So let's start over here. What is that?
Yeah, so these are our low V pouches. They're mainly utilized for concealed carry. So you wear these on the inside of your waistband, and when you pull out your magazine, it can collapse. It's not uncomfortable to wear, and it's not going to be pressing up against your skin. The backside is a bit soft. We have them in pistol as well as rifle. So if you're trying to low visibility of rifle magazine, we got you. You can go ahead and do that.
Right, and those will, if I am correct, these will fit some subgun mags as well.
Correct.
Okay, so if you got that super low vis subgun concealed,
right?
For sure.
And again, these are pretty universal. I mean, it's just it's a pouch with elastic on the side, and you can pretty much run anything that you want to in it.
Nice, awesome. And then over here on the JPC, what is this awesomeness?
So this is our Navigator Tech pouch. Lets you hook up your comm equipment, your cell phones, whatever it is that you're wanting to put in here, and it'll fold down so that you have view of whatever it is that you have in there.
Yeah. So for most modern radios now, right, you can run the radio on the back, like we got this set up here, and then all your controls are up here, either through your push to talk or through your various digital displays, whatever you guys are running. But the nice thing about this is it'll fit phones. This is a RDC from Persistent that fits in here too, so it's really pretty versatile. And so we've got some a lot of good options here. Yeah. And this just this Molly's on, is that AI?
Correct.
Molly's on, and it's also got the Velcro field too.
Yep. And again, it's one of those. A lot of high-speed gear products are universal. Yep. So again, this is bungee retention. Whatever you put in there is going to be held in with bungee. So whatever you can fit in there, you can do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. All right, man. Well, dude, I really appreciate you going through all this. Hopefully you guys have learned something and at least been mildly amused by my bad dad jokes. But if people have comments, questions, all that jazz, where can they find more information and reach out to you guys?
So our website, and then also our customer service email is sales@highspeedgear.com. Reach out to us and you'll get in contact with myself, Jamie, or Jay.
Awesome.
And we'll go ahead and help you out.
Yeah, so call and just ask him how his day's going, and what his favorite flavor of crayon. See, I can't even talk.
Red ones.
It was too many. Red one. You like the red ones?
That's
I like
aggressive.
the green. Okay. Yeah. I like that. That's good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or want to tell us all the things that we messed up, please put that down in the comments below because we appreciate the engagement. Train hard to live free. See you next time.